Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. Well, President Trump has finally done it. He has really stunned his critics by doing a 180 and backing the release of all the unclassified files and communications and documents and texts related to the Jeffrey Epstein case. Now, this is one of the biggest moments in American history for transparency. It is something we have not seen under previous presidents, Democrat or Republican. And so Donald Trump, he has made a move that has stunned everyone, and you can really tell that this is going to be a big shift for transparency and increasing trust in the U.S. government. But before we get into the story, please like, share, and comment at Explain America. Join us. We appreciate your support for common sense journalism. Now, after President Donald Trump signed the bill, the Jeffrey Epstein Transparency Act, he has made a big announcement. And he has really embarrassed the Democratic Party, who has turned this entire sordid Epstein affair into a political football, and it is about to blow up in their faces. As Donald Trump said in a statement, Jeffrey Epstein, who was charged by the Trump Justice Department in 2019, not the Democrats, was a lifelong Democrat, donated thousands of dollars to Democrat politicians, and was deeply associated with many well-known Democrat figures, such as Bill Clinton, who traveled on his plane 26 times. He also mentioned Larry Summers, who just resigned from many boards, including Harvard, sleazebag activist Reid Hoffman. That's right, he is associated with LinkedIn. And then there's Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who asked Epstein to donate to his campaign after Epstein was charged. He also mentioned Democrat Congresswoman Stacey Plaskett and many more, he adds. And then Trump went on and said, perhaps the truth about these Democrats and their associations with Jeffrey Epstein will soon be revealed because I have just signed the bill to release the Epstein files. Now, as everyone knows, he continued, I asked Speaker of the House Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader John Thune to pass this bill in the House and Senate respectively. Because of this request, the votes were almost unanimous in favor of passage. At my direction, the Department of Justice has already turned over close to 50,000 pages of documents to Congress. And he said, do not forget, the Biden administration did not turn over a single file or a page related to Democrat Epstein, nor did they ever even speak about him. Democrats have used the Epstein issue, which affects far more than the Republican Party, in order to try and distract from our amazing victories, including the great big beautiful tax cut bill, strong borders, no men and women's sports or trans for everyone, ending DEI, stopping Biden's record-setting inflation, lowering prices, biggest tax and regulation cuts in history, ending 8 wars, rebuilding our military, knocking out Iran's nuclear capability, getting trillions of dollars invested in the USA, creating the hottest country anywhere in the world, and even delivering a huge defeat to the Democrats on the recent shutdown disaster. Now, he said in conclusion, for years our great nation has had to endure Russia, 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 Ukraine, 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 impeachment hoax number 1, impeachment hoax number 2, and many other Democrat-created witch hunts and scams, all of which have been so terrible and divisive for our country and have been done to confuse, deflect, and distract from the great job that Republicans and the Trump administration are doing. This latest hoax will backfire on the Democrats just as all of the rest have. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Make America great again. I think Donald Trump summed it up perfectly. And this really ends a big charade in the public relations stunt that the Democrats have pulled on the American people. They all voted for this bill, and Donald Trump signed it, and now he has laid a giant trap for the Democrats because, as we have seen already, that major Democrats are already exposed. I mean, we're talking about Hakeem Jeffries and Larry Summers. Stacey Plaskett is wrapped up in this. So Democrats, they're the ones who wound up with egg on their faces. And I think that is the perfect summation of this entire embarrassing episode in American politics. And now let's hope for some real transparency and, even more importantly, justice for Epstein's victims. Weigh in with your own thoughts. We always appreciate you watching at Explain America.